Imagine you've just wrapped up a huge project and your boss says, "That was incredible work." Before you can even feel a flicker of pride, you hear yourself saying, "Oh, it was a team effort, really." Why does a moment of praise feel so awkward? You might tell yourself you're just being humble, but here's what's really going on. Your brain might be treating that compliment like a threat. Let's get into the hidden psychology of why so many of us push kindness away. When someone says something nice about you, it can spark a serious internal conflict. This happens when the praise you hear on the outside clashes with what you believe about yourself on the inside. If you have a deep-seated belief that you're not particularly skilled or worthy, a compliment can feel like a mistake that your brain needs to correct. So what do? You deflect, downplay, or dismiss it. This isn't a character flaw. It's a deeply ingrained defense mechanism. It's designed to keep your self-image consistent, even if that image is a negative one. So, where does this reaction even come from? For a lot of people, it boils down to one of two backstories. First, there's the high achiever with imposter syndrome. This is someone who feels like a total fraud, convinced that any success they have is just a fluke. When they get a compliment, they don't feel pride. They feel the quiet panic of being exposed. Their first thought is, "If you only knew how much I struggled, you wouldn't be saying that." Accepting the praise feels like lying, so they reject it to hold on to the belief that they haven't really earned it. Second, we have the person who grew up with conditional love. This is someone whose childhood environment taught them that praise was either rare or worse, a setup for criticism. Hearing things like, "All right, but don't get a big head now," or "That's good, but you could have done better," train them to think that accepting praise was arrogant or even unsafe. Now, as an adult, their brain still flags praise as a potential trap. They deflect compliments because they learned early on that standing out, even for a good reason, could bring on judgment. But here's the really good news. Because this is a learned behavior, it can be unlearned. You can actually rewire your brain to not just tolerate kindness, but to finally let it in. It all starts with two simple, practical steps. First, the next time you get a compliment, just pause. Take a single breath before you say anything. That tiny moment of silence acts as a buffer, interrupting your automatic habit of deflecting. Second, just say, "Thank you." That's it. No additions, no justifications. A simple thank you does two things. It respects the person giving the compliment, and it allows the positive moment to land without you immediately erasing it. It's a small action, but it's one that trains your brain to get comfortable with praise. The inability to accept a compliment isn't really about modesty. It's about the gap between the kindness you're offered and the kindness you believe you deserve. You are worthy of praise. Which one of those profiles did you relate to the most? Share your experience in the comments below. Let's talk about it. By practicing these small steps, you can start to finally accept the kindness you've always deserved.